Hi everybody, welcome back to Living Even Keeled. If you have a home management goal in mind, you're going to want to subscribe. I share a lot of tips on how to run your home efficiently without too much effort for a big payoff. Sometimes we get to stop the cleaning and do a project. And so sometime between Halloween and Thanksgiving, we redid our stairs. So what you see here is the finished product, at least for phase one. We initially had carpeting on these stairs, and just like the carpeting upstairs, it's a very old, maybe low quality carpet. It needs to be changed and updated, but we decided to start with the stairs. In fact, I really was just gonna start with the banisters and the railing, and one thing led to another, and we ended up just dying of curiosity, wondering what is under the stairs. And so we started peeling off little by little, corner by corner, and we just realized, let's do it. Now, this is probably about a weekend project. You might be able to get away a little bit faster, at least taking off and refinishing the stairs. Painting took a little bit longer, so all in all is maybe a week in total. So we first started by taking off the carpeting and then using the tools we had to pry up all the little nail strips and the staples that were left in the stairs themselves. Then we sanded everything down so we can get sort of an idea of the shape and take off any glue or paint that had been splattered on the stairs. We had to do a few minor repairs, like we needed caulking along all the sides, but some of the stairs themselves were a little bit cracked, but it wasn't anything that simple wood filler couldn't fix. So between that and caulking, we were able to get basically decent stairs. There's only one or two that had those cracks. After that was when we had to decide what to do. So you can see we went with painted stairs. It was a normal, like an unfinished kind of wood, but I had to debate on whether I was going to stain or paint, and I went with paint. I think stain would look beautiful. I love natural wood, but I wasn't sure if we were going to change the finish of the floors and how those would play together. I didn't know what to select. I didn't want to do it all and then have to do it again. Also, the stairs, the way we sanded them was to a smooth surface, but there was still stuff on them that would have made the stain look kind of messy, like wouldn't look really like a nice polished finished. So we went with paint. The benefit to that was that we already had both colors on hand. It's the same colors that are in my dining room, so we just could use what we had. It didn't cost us anything for the paint. I did tape off and ended up doing like every other stair. And once the paint was dry, I went back in and did the other ones. I was able to indicate which ones were wet paint by putting a little piece of painter's tape on the wall next to it so my family could tell. And then one thing I did do, and I recommend doing, is putting a polyacrylic top coat. It's the same one I used on my kitchen cabinets when I redid my kitchen. That way it's more durable, and also it gives it a great feel. It's like smooth and not so dry. Like with the paint, it felt really dry and rough, but this feels really slick and smooth. I've dusted them with wet rags. We vacuumed them as well, and they're in great shape. They're holding up to all the wear and tear over the past couple of months, and hopefully even longer down the line. So it's the same Minwax polyacrylic that I almost always use if I ever use one. Also, the banister part that you hold on to when you go down the stairs, I just used the same hardware. I took them off, spray painted them black, and then we painted the banister initially white, and then we went with black. So I did paint that one twice, but it wasn't, very hard. I didn't seal it or anything, but I'm so happy with it. It's just fitting. Like, it was the statement piece. Now it's part of my entryway. When you open the door, it's like the first thing you see. During the holidays, I had some pretty red bows on the banisters, and I think it looked really pretty. But it isn't quite complete. We still do have hopes to put sort of like a runner down the center. I do like a wider one, so I'm not exactly sure how far we'll go, like a more narrow, more wide, but we, switching carpet for carpet. But I like the look of a runner. I think we can get one that fits our style nicely. So we'll just wait till I find the right one for the right price, and then we'll show you how that goes. But most likely, I'm leaning toward having that one be a hired out job, but we'll see. I just want it to be done well since we use these stairs all the time. The bedrooms are up there and we're up and down often. So there's the basic explanation, not necessarily a how-to, but just to encourage you that sometimes maintaining your home means updating it every now and again, giving it a facelift. Make sure that you don't save all the beautiful, pretty ideas that you have until like the month before you sell. And once you do all those things, you'll realize maybe I didn't need to sell my home. Maybe this actually is the right home, or even if you do want to sell it, you can at least enjoy it for now before you do. So that's part of our thinking there. It sounded like a very big project. It was messy for sure. The sanding was very messy. Pulling up the carpet made so much dust. The little carpet pad that was on here was disintegrating. It was in horrible condition. So we had big black trash bags, definitely wore mask, eye protection, gloves, all of that. So that phase was super messy. And then it was just a little bit of an inconvenience to have wet stairs to go up and down every other. It's not as easy as it sounds, but we got through it and it makes a huge impact. So if you're toying with the idea, I say go for it. I will be painting a couple more stairs, but nothing this nice. I have 2 little steps going out from our entryway into the garage. So I think I'm going to do those black, same way, same style. The good thing about the polyacrylic is it helps it be able to be cleaned and dusted and swept very easily. So while this isn't a new project, you're not watching me do it, it's something that I haven't yet shared. And I have another project that I haven't yet shared with you, and I'm going to do that in a few weeks. So stay tuned and subscribe if you aren't. But after that, I want to get into some new projects. So if you like easy, home DIYs on a budget with beginner skill set, you're going to want to stay tuned because I've got a few more projects underway. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope I see you guys again. Bye.